Hey again, we're back with another Age of Empires 4 replay analysis. This time it's me, of course, playing as the Abbasid, up against a French player by the name of Pantorilha 4905. Gonna speed up past this beginning. So this was me coming off of that mirror match game up against the Abbasid player. And I really wanted to focus on getting villagers up and running. I really wanted to greed for that economic wing advancement, get that fresh foodstuffs upgrade, and just start pumping out villagers and stay alive in the Second Age so that I can build up a military force of spearmen and archers, maybe some camel archers, and try to push my opponent back. So it's going to be me on the back foot trying to defend, and up against a French player, that's going to often be the case. When you're up against French as Abbasid, you honestly, you have a good advantage. The French are a heavy cavalry civilization, and the Abbasid are great at dealing with cavalry. So I'm not too worried about this matchup. I know that if I get maybe a barracks early on, I can defend against the knights, the unique knights that the French produce from their landmark, the School of Cavalry. So I'm not too worried about that. And French players almost always do that. They almost always go for the School of Cavalry into some harassment with their unique knights. It's not a bad idea that the knights will regenerate out of combat. They do great damage. If you upgrade them, they can just shred villagers. You can get some easy villager kills. So I said to myself, let's get a barracks early on, get some spearmen. They'll help me defend against the cavalry. That said, there's no guarantee that my opponent is going to go School of Cavalry. So really, I should be scouting his base right about now. It looks like I'm going to send in a scout to check it out. And I even make a second scout because I realized I've just kind of been playing my own game. I should really figure out what my opponent is planning and then adapt from there. Good scouting is super key in this game. Regardless, I'm going to put a barracks down because I'm always suspicious of French players. I'm positive that they're going to go School of Cavalry and start sending cavalry my way. So here I am scouting. Hopefully the moment my new age finishes, I research the fresh foodstuffs. Okay, good. That's coming right away. This is when I really need to know, what is he up to? Is he going to School of Cavalry? And it'd also be a good idea to keep a scout kind of nearby to see if any of his units are heading my way. So here I see it, the School of Cavalry. He can produce these Royal Knights, which are very dangerous. So now that I know that, I know what I need to do. I start pumping Spearmen, go for the Phalanx upgrade, which increases the attack range of Spearmen. And I build a second barracks because I know that Spearmen are going to be everything. At this point, I haven't gone for the stone nearby. I'm not looking to expand just yet, but in my mind, I'm saying if I can prevent some damage that these Royal Knights are hoping to do, then I'll be in a good position to expand. And while I'm a little worried about greeding for this stone, I know that those knights can't go on water, so why not build a dock on the back end and get some food from some fishing ships. Okay, here comes the Royal Knights. You can see the damage they do is ridiculous. That's one villager down. He's going for a second one. There you go. That's 2 villagers right there. He can retreat. I did barely any damage. And if he has the upgrade that allows him to regenerate, then he's going to start regenerating any moment. And there's a lot of stealth forests around this map, so he can just kind of vanish into the woods. I get my dock finished. Hopefully I can start building fishing ships from it. Little known fact about the Abbasid, your docks are actually cheaper. Pretty cool. Not as much of a lumber cost. Couldn't hurt to maybe make a second one. Why not? They're so dirt cheap. Something smart my opponent did, also made an archery range and is sending archers to back up the Royal Knights. If he can micro back the Royal Knights and have the archers attack my spearmen, then I'm not going to be able to put up much of a defense. And with this scout here, I can actually see units streaming across the map. So I can see that he's just rallying archers and Royal Knights over to my side of the map. So because I'm seeing all of this aggression, I put down an outpost near my lumber camp because it's a pretty exposed resource area. This one's also pretty exposed. If he had spotted this, I'd probably have to retreat these villagers pretty quickly. Still haven't made use of my dock. I'd like to think the moment I built this dock, I could start making fishing ships, but looks like oh, there it goes. Okay, well, better late than never. This scout ended up being incredibly useful. I mean, I'm able to spot units coming nonstop. Really helpful for knowing what's headed my way. And I've at least got this scout here in case I want to run through his base, see what kind of tech he's going for. And this is what I'm saying. Look at these Royal Knights. They're regenerating back their health. He's got archers to back them up. He'll probably go for this gold camp again. It's pretty exposed. Looks like I rotate some of my spearmen. Oh, there it is. Just one charge. They're all dead. If I chase them out, and here comes some archers of my own. Looks like me scouting. He's got siege engineering coming. And he's upgraded his attack, I'm pretty sure. Me, no barracks. No barracks in sight. Or, sorry, blacksmith in sight. So I guess this is the plan from the French player. Make archers, make knights, get blacksmith upgrades for his units, and while putting pressure on the opponent, build up your economy, maybe start building ships, and go to tier 3 from there. This was some good micro from me. He set his 4 Royal Knights to attack this Camel Rider, so I just run the Camel Rider around my base. End up getting a Royal Knight out of it. This scout, again, super valuable. I'm able to see everything. You can see he's backing up with his archers, taking shots at the spearmen. But with my own archer in the back trading a little bit, it's not awful. Okay, here's a smart move by me. I'm walling this off because I don't want his horsemen to come through and I don't want those Royal Knights just charging down my villagers over here. I'm okay with defending this angle of attack. And I've nearly got the stone that I need. I even got a marketplace to help me get the final resources that I need. And I decide let's put the town center kind of up front. This will defend this area. Maybe I can put some walls and a tower down there to defend that area. Still happy to engage with his Royal Knights, not happy to engage with his archers. Why am I so happy to fight his Royal Knights? Well, my spearmen are upgraded, They have the phalanx bonus, so they have extra attack range. And my camel archers, if they are in the mix, they have this camel unease enhancement. So cavalry units deal 20% less damage. So the Royal Knights aren't dealing the damage that they think they are. Something about the camels makes these horses unhappy. There's the second town center. Hoping that I will start producing villagers from this town center shortly. Because I really want to take advantage of the fact that I have 2 town centers. Okay, there we go. And I've got cheap costs. I'm feeling good here. Probably going to be attacked soon because my opponent has just been bringing in tons of units. So I actually decide to send my scout around. Like, there've been units streaming across the map, but there hasn't been an attack. So I'm worried my French opponent is gearing up for a big attack. I see a swarm of archers here. I see a battering ram. Managed to get my scout out of there. That's huge. So it looks like it's going to be archers, knight, and battering ram. So I immediately get to work making more units, and I kind of reposition my forces in anticipation. This tree line is getting really thin. I'm worried that eventually I'm going to break through here, and my opponent will just be able to come right in. So I kind of adjust my forces a little bit here. Oh, there's some of those Royal Knights. Maybe knowing there's a big attack coming, maybe would have dropped a tower here, maybe a tower here, because, I mean, I've got the wood, why not? Just a scout fighting with an archer. He's got, 6 Royal Knights, 10 archers, but I'm sitting on 10 spearmen, 3 camel archers, and 3 archers of my own. Okay, there's the battering ram, and it looks like the battering ram is giving vision for the archers to attack my villagers. I pull them back, put them into the tower, or at least move them to chop wood down here. I engage with his units because I realize, okay, this battering ram is pressing the issue. It's going to bust through this palisade gate. I need to fight. Here's a good strategy for my opponent. Bait the spearmen with the archers while the knights go into the back and kill my archers. Seeing that, I just kind of clustered my troops together into a ball with the hopes that they'll be able to fight. A boar gets involved in the fight. I send villagers to attack his battering ram. I liked this decision by me because I have the spare villagers, his army's busy. If I can kill off the battering ram with villagers, I can probably retreat them pretty quickly. I have the loom upgrade, so they are a little bit more resilient. Look at that. The four of the 5 make it back safely. The boar is still going wild. It is killing this guy's units. Thank you, boar. See, it pays to be a civilization that can't kill boars, you know? Thanks, Abbasid. Okay. It looks like on the back of all of that fighting, I was able to get my economy balanced enough, maybe use some market trades to advance. This time I decide to go military wing. My thought here, I'm probably going to be making a decent number of camels to fight against his knights. So why not go the military wing, get these camels support upgrade, maybe the camel rider shields, maybe, and then start attacking from there. The fish economy is going great. Honestly, I was not thinking about taking over the water this game. The French have a very powerful Hulk unit on the ocean, and there's really just no beating it. It's so strong. I'm just terrified to go up against them. In fact, there it is. That is an enemy Hulk. 1,000 health, 100 damage. it can practically one-shot my fishing ships. So the moment I saw him scout this, I was like, okay, well, my life on the sea is over, but who cares? I've already gotten a decent amount of food from the waters. I can just move my economy to the land. Oh, but I spot his army where it's been rallying down here. And I even find a battering ram and smash it to pieces. And then my opponent surrenders. This was kind of unexpected. But I think with my age advancement and destroying his forces, he saw that I had a whopping army heading his way. I think the moment he saw the tier 3, things would have ended there as well. So kind of a short match there, but nonetheless, I like these French matchups. Felt good about it. Anyway, catch you next time with the next replay. Hopefully we can get a longer game and one that finishes out properly. Thanks so much.